showtime. Woo!
Welcome to the Mafia Sports Report. I am a little late to the Super Bowl live play-by-play, but I figure I'd jump on and do it. I wasn't going to even do this to begin with. So why not come on here and do it anyways? Because I was going to probably do a post-game, but I was out at my bar, and I watched the first half because I got some free grub, some free beer. Why not? So, guys who are joining this chat room, we're going to be watching this later. How do you feel the game has gone so far? Me, I think the game has gone by exactly how I thought it would go. I predicted the Chiefs will win this game 38-35, 37-34, around there. It is 24-21. Eagles right now in the third quarter with 2 minutes, 25 seconds to go. This game is going to be close, guys. It's going to be high scoring, just like I predicted. Fourth down right now. Fourth down for the Eagles. I hope I don't get copyrighted because the audio is playing. Well, we'll find out. We will find out. We shall find out. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me just make sure I'm still live. YouTube will kick me right off here. Let's see here. All right, I'm good. So what's up, guys, man? How you guys feel like the game's going? How do you feel the commercials are going? I'll be honest with you, the commercials so far are as expected. Whack. Not very good. I kind of feel like people doing commercials now, they're staying away from like edgy, being edgy, because the day, the time we live in, guys, can't be edgy anymore. Can't do that. Somebody take it the wrong way. Look, so I got my Super Bowl. Got my Super Bowl cup there from the bar. Watch out. Should be the damn Buffalo Bills in the damn Super Bowl. But you guys know how that went. All you Bills fans out there, unfortunately, know how that went. I'm sorry. Like I said, once again, guys, I wasn't planning on going live at all. But I got home around halftime. I'm like, you know what? Why not? Why not? Even though no one is on the chat right now, that's okay. That's all right. Somebody's bound to pop on in a minute. Till then, let me turn on some lights here. I wonder if Mikey would join me. Post game. That's up to him. Who knows? Mikey's eating some grub. I think he has dinner plans. Texting my buddy right now. Oh man. So what you guys I guess I'll wait for the chat to come in, or anybody in the chat to come in, because I'm curious what you guys are grubbing on for the Super Bowl. I'm assuming wings. By the way, I ate a ton of wings. I ate a ton of deviled eggs. I ate a lot, like too much. So I got to the bar, and so what my bar does is every Super Bowl, it's like $70, but you get all you can eat food, and they have like appetizers, which is like big ass chicken wings, which are really, really good. Deviled eggs, cheese, like all this appetizer crap. And then you got the main course, which is like mashed potatoes and macaroni and like brisk or whatever it's called. I don't know what this meat or whatever, but roast beef, meatball. Man, it's really, really good. And then all you can drink. So I went there hungry, and I just started grubbing right away. And I drank 1.5 beers. Like I was so full, man. But I brought home a lot of food. I brought home food for my puppy, who she was very happy. So That's what I did for the first half of this Super Bowl. If it was Buffalo Bills playing, I would be home watching. Forget food, forget all that crap. I would be home paying attention like crazy. But I didn't miss much. I mean, honestly, I missed maybe a little bit of the third quarter driving home. Very little. It's been a very competitive game, just how I predicted. This game has gone just the way I thought it would go. Oh, look at Elliott. Elliott fell, slipped there, twisted his ankle a little bit. That's what the Chiefs kicker did in, I believe, the first game of the season, right? And then, of course, you got Mahomes injuring his ankle early on in the second quarter, or actually was late towards the second quarter there. Telling you, man, guys, this game has gone exactly how I thought it would go. High scoring. Chiefs offense was not going to be stopped by this Eagles defense. I know the Eagles defense is good. I know that they led the league in sacks. I believe there's only one sack this whole game, and I think it's from the Chiefs, if I'm not mistaken. So, what's that tell y'all? I mean, I'm telling you guys. Let me see here. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. So sacks wise, let's see here. Sacks. Okay, yeah, here we go. Yeah, there's one sack the Chiefs have, and then the Eagles, I believe they don't have any, bro. Let me see here. Nothing. No sacks for the Eagles so far in this game. None. And the only big turnover was the strip fumble from Hurts for the touchdown. So, telling you guys, man, I knew that. Listen, I told y'all the Chiefs' offensive line were going to be ready. They had three Pro Bowlers on there. Andy Reid was going to have a game plan versus the Eagles blitz, and it's showing you right now. But these are both really good offenses, and I think even the Chiefs' defense right now is having a tough time against it controlling Hurts, that running attack. AJ Brown is a total stud. Dude is really, really good, man. I guess I'm still alive. I guess the audio isn't. I guess it's not affecting anything. I guess I got to put a little audio in the background there. Oh man. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. I wonder how I could put a "be right back." Is there a "be right back" on this? My dog is bugging, y'all. Hold on. Let me see if I could do that real quick. Is there like a "be right back"? Thanks for watching. Let me see here, guys. Hold on. Tuning in. I don't see anything. Man, she's bugging me. She's bugging out, man. Well, there's nobody in the chat, so hold on, guys. Attention network, only from Xfinity. One giant leap for mankind.
Mandy? Todd, from high school.
Todd, how are you?
You look great. And that trip to Miami, that looked like fun. The picture of you in the two-piece, I like 100 likes. Oh, 101. Your oldest daughter, Stephanie, she is going to really fill out one day. You want to take a quick selfie?
I gotta go, Todd.
Okay. I'll poke you.
Cheer Auto Insurance. Drive well.
Working for you on Super Bowl Sunday.
And every other day of the year. Fox 2 Detroit.
When people contact us, they always ask, is this call really free? And the answer has always been, it's free. A free consultation, and we don't get paid unless we win your case. That's our no-fee guarantee. 1-800-CALL-SAM.
Well, the Super Bowl really is a global event. Fan viewing parties in time zones around the world, from Sao Paulo, Brazil, Eagles watch party in Accra, Ghana, to a Chiefs viewing party in Munich, Germany. It's just so awesome to see all the reactions. So much passion for the NFL around the world. So cool. We've got ourselves a great game set up for an awesome finish. We start the fourth quarter. Eagles 27, Chiefs 21, Kansas City on the move. Mahomes has time. Over the middle. Has his man. It's caught by Smith-Schuster for a first down.
Yeah, nice job here by Juju Smith-Schuster. He's just going to run a little inside basic, and there's just a huge void in the middle of the field. Mahomes starts his eyes to the right, works through his progression, tongue out, sidearm, wide open.
I am back. I am back. The pup had to go outside. Don't kill me there. All right. Let's get back to this game, y'all. So I'm watching. I'm trying to, guys, I don't normally do play-by-play, so take it easy on me. We're offsides on the Eagles there. 14 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. 27-21 Eagles. It's 1st and 5. First and 5, I believe, at the Eagles 25. So Chiefs are already getting in the red zone. And they are. Juju making a big catch there. And there we go. He's got 1st and 10 there with 13-yard gain.
Pre-snap out to the left that drew the eyes of Avante Maddox, and Juju's able to find that little pocket along the sideline.
All right, they are in the red zone. Here we go, guys. It's 1st and 10 at, I believe, the 15. Mahomes back to throw. Mahomes, yep. Juju Smith again. Juju goes down. Looks like maybe he got hurt. Nope, he's up. He's fine. It looked like about 4 yards, I believe he got there. So you got a second down. Hey, no. My dog is. You don't do that. No, very bad. Oh, no. Come on now, you don't do that. Man, why gotta? You don't do that. The bad girl. Man. Brett. Oh, my dog. Getting into stuff that she shouldn't be getting into. Man. Oh, Kansas City scored. Touchdown. It is 27-27. Chiefs about to go up with the extra point. Tony got the touchdown. That was a good call. Perfect call by Andy Reid. Perfect execution by the Chiefs. First lead of the day for the Chiefs. Wow, he almost missed it. He almost missed the extra point, guys. He missed a field goal early on in the game. But he just snuck that one in. 28-27 with 12 minutes to go, guys. I told you. I have a feeling whoever has the ball last probably gonna win the game. It's gonna come down to the last possession, in my opinion. I have a feeling the Chiefs are gonna wind up getting like a late touchdown to win the game or a field goal, something like that. We'll see, man. Like I said, I predicted 38-35 was my initial prediction. I also said 37-34, something like that. So we'll see. We shall see. I'm a sucker for animal commercials, guys. No, puppy getting left home. Oh, he's being bad here. Tearing things up in the house. See, I got to say my dog is, except for now, what she was doing now, but she's normally very good when I leave. She does not tear the house up like that. She just waits for me to get home. Dog kennel from Amazon. It's an Amazon commercial. Don't put your dog in the dog kennel. Okay, that was cute. That was a good ending. See, probably my favorite commercial so far. So the dog thought they were that they were, I guess, maybe either getting him a kennel or taking him away. I'm guessing maybe taking him away, and instead they brung him another dog, so he's not bored home alone. Aw, I like that. I'm a sucker for animal commercials. Anything animal related, dog related, cat related, I'm good. I'm a sucker for that. Watching these commercials here. Unbelievable that Ozzy Osbourne's still alive. I mean, honestly, it's crazy to me. I'm telling you, man, these commercials just don't do it for me, man. They do not do it for me. I told y'all this was going to be a good game, man. For anyone that thought this game was going to be a blowout for either team was crazy, bro. I told you guys. Listen, these are two very evenly matched teams, man. Both on offense and defense. You got the first ranked offense going against I believe, not the first ranked defense of San Francisco, but I believe the first ranked pass defense going against the first ranked pass offense. Like, I knew it was going to be back and forth. I knew it. By the way, though, Philly is absolutely killing the Chiefs, though, in time of possession. I'll pull that up in a minute, but, man, they are dominating the last I looked. Unbelievable pass right there by Hurts. Backpedaling and got the ball out. Man, that was wild. It wasn't a crazy amount of yards picked up. I think he got 3. But it could have been a sack. It could have been turnover, anything. Incomplete, and he got something out of nothing. And that was shit. I thought 3. He got 5 yards. That was a great play by Hurts. Got to give him credit. Oh, not much. Maybe 2 yards there. It's 3rd down right now, guys. Man, I don't got one person up in here. That's all right though. Figured I'd come in here anyways. It seems like this is like on super delay, y'all. Let me see here. I have no idea what's going on here with my YouTube. Incomplete. It's 4th and 2 now. 4th and 2.
Steve Spagnuolo, his pressure scheme is designed to get unblocked defenders. In this case, number 50, Willie Gay.
All right, let's see.
His inside linebacker, they have him as a
I'm still with y'all.
It's just enough to get Jalen Hurts to move to his
I thought, why not go live? Maybe a mistake. That's all right. Maybe I'll do a post-game Super Bowl instead and end this stream since I don't have a single person. It's all good. All right, Eagles just punted. All right. Tony. Uh-oh. We may have something here, guys. Tony's at the 40. Tony's at the 30. Tony's at the 20. Tony's at the 15. Tony's at the 5. What a return. What a return, man. All the way down to the Eagles 5-yard line. There is no penalties. There is no penalties on the field. He totally switched sides of the field there. Oh, that was a beautiful return. He didn't. Let me see if he stepped out of bounds anytime. No. That wasn't that is an unbelievable return. That sets up the Chiefs in perfect position here. The Chiefs are very good in the red zone, guys. This will be a touchdown. I will be shocked if the Chiefs don't get in right here. Look out for the Chiefs doing that shovel pass to the tight end or one of the receivers. They love doing this where Mahomes gets under center. He goes to roll out and a quick shovel passes it back to a tight end or a receiver. They do it all the time. They do it so good. I don't know how defenses don't eventually catch on. They do it all the time. Let's go Eagles. Yeah, but I'm rooting for the Eagles. But, man, you can never count out the Chiefs, man. The Chiefs are a good team. Mahomes he's tough, man. That was smart. Very smart play by Mahomes there. Threw it away. You got a 3rd and goal here. Mahomes limping, man, like a mother, man. See, I don't know, man. You don't need to do all that right now. I get Andy Reid likes being cute right there, but it's very important here. You don't need to be doing that. Let's. Great if it worked out, but you don't need to play cute football there. Just do what you do best. No reason for that, in my opinion. I'd be pissed if I was a Chiefs fan right there, especially if they don't score a touchdown here. Wide open touchdown. Wide open. Eagles totally got tricked on that play. They totally went the opposite way there. They did not see the running back coming out of the backfield. Well, guys, it is 34-27 with the extra point, 35-27. It's not over. There's 9 minutes and 22 seconds left. Don't get me wrong. But I told you guys, once again, this game's going to be close. But the Eagles need to respond now. I'm going to tell you guys that right now. If the Eagles on this next possession don't respond, they are in some big trouble. Because right now, it looks like the Chiefs are on a roll offensively. They are going to score again on their next possession. Whether it be a touchdown or field goal, I'm telling you right now. So the Eagles need to score right now. All right, they're up 8. This is listen, the Eagles have to respond right now. What up, Murr? If we lose, I'm done with the Eagles. Hey, how you doing? Listen, I try to tell everybody this is going to be a close game. This was not going to be a blowout by either team. And I will say, though, the Eagles have made some mistakes in this game. They have. The Jalen Hurts fumble, the Chiefs score for a touchdown, big mistake early on because the Eagles were rolling at that point. The Eagles had a really good second quarter, except for that. And then right here on the punt return, unacceptable. Can't let that happen. Can't let a guy go from one side of the field to the other. get down to the 5. You knew the Chiefs were going to score a touchdown at that point. Yeah, stupid flags too. Listen, here's one thing I said about this game coming through, happening. The only advantage I think the Eagles had a better team, but I think the advantage that the Chiefs had was they've been there before at the Super Bowl with this roster. Andy Reid is a veteran head coach. He was going to do a lot of adjustments, which clearly he did, because the Eagles don't have any sacks in this game. So clearly he had a good game plan, and he also had a good game plan defensively. So, you got to give that. That's kind of where I thought the Chiefs had the advantage there. And obviously Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce been there, done that. And they're just, listen, Kelce is unstoppable. And when the Chiefs get in the red zone, it's a wrap. They're going to score a touchdown 9 times out of 10. So, yeah, man, that punt return was not good. That could be the game. I appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, you're new to the channel. I appreciate it. Hey, you know what? I wasn't going to even come on here, but I was at my bar. I'm a Bills fan, by the way. Yeah. But I was at my bar I work at. I'm a bouncer at a bar. They invited me to go. I went the first half, got me some free grub, had a beer. So they got my little Super Bowl cup there, right? My free Super Bowl. I got some, I got this, a little beer opener there. So I got some like cool little partying Super Bowl gifts. And I headed home after the second half. And I'm like, you know what? I'll jump on live. Why not give a little live play-by-play here? But I appreciate you, Murph, for popping on, man. But yeah, man. Hey, listen, I'm guessing you're an Eagles fan. This is rough. I understand, but the game's not over. One thing I learned in football, you do not. I never turn the channel off. I never look away until the clock says 0. And obviously, in 2021, you understand, especially why. 13 seconds when most people thought the game was over. Right? So, Murr, I wouldn't count you guys out yet, but this drive right here is very important in my opinion. Listen, if you guys are 3-and-out here and you punt, I'm gonna call the game, because I think the Chiefs right now. I think the Chiefs are on a roll offensively. They're going to score if they get the ball back, and then that puts you down 11 or more, right? Even a field goal, and that it puts you in a bad spot. Time is a ticking. 9 minutes and 13 seconds and counting. Yeah. I don't know what the Eagles are doing. To me, listen, I thought AJ Brown. They gotta right now, in my opinion. You got to get the ball to AJ Brown. You got to do what you got to do. You got to get Brown involved right now. Let me look at the stats here. What AJ Brown's doing. Because I know he had the touchdown early on. Let me see here, guys. AJ Brown, 4 receptions, 78 yards. 4 receptions, unacceptable. You got to get him the ball more. I mean, I get you're a running team. I get it, and this is okay. You're gonna milk a little clock here, but you got to score. Not only do you got to score here, but you got to go for a 2-point conversion on top of it, unless you could kick a field goal. You could kick a field goal, but you would have to stop the Chiefs on offense. I'll tell you what, I don't think Hurts. Wow. I'll tell you what, initially Hurts did not get it, and it depends where the refs blew the whistle on that. He was short. It depends where they give him the ball right here, guys. He was definitely short. Right there. If they blew the whistle dead right there, Murr, it's gonna be short. This all depends on where they spot the ball and blew the whistle. When let's see. Like right there, if they blew the whistle there, it's a first down. Okay, they gave him the first down. So there we go. So it's a first down. That was close, though, Murr. That was super close, guys. All right, Hurts and shotgun at the 35, at the Eagles 35. All right, he has pressure. He's fine, though. He's out of the pocket. I think he probably lost a yard, maybe. Or he just got back to the line of scrimmage, so it's 2nd and 10, I believe. I mean, it's better than a sack. But I gotta say, man, time right now, man, is your enemy. You got to push it down. Listen, 7 minutes and counting, guys. This is not good. Listen, the Eagles need to get moving here, because even if you kick a field goal, you're leaving yourself a little time left, and you got to stop. The Chiefs from scoring. You got to hold them to at least a field goal. The Chiefs, if you kick a field goal, there he goes. AJ Brown, that's the guy. That's who you guys need to force the ball to right now, in my opinion. You need to start getting the ball to AJ Brown. He's your biggest playmaker right now. All right, so it's third and what? 3rd and 3, I believe. Let's see here. 3rd and short. I think it's 3rd and 5. Okay. I think it's like 3rd and 4, honestly, guys. So it's 3rd and 5. They're going to call it 3rd and 5. I think it's like a long 4 or whatever. All right, so 3rd and 5 here. Hurts is in shotgun. Hurts looks like he's. You got 3 out, 4 out. There we go. AJ Brown. AJ Brown. I told you. What'd I say, Mur? What'd I say? Get the ball to AJ Brown. Start forcing the ball to your playmaker. I get you want to run it. You're a running team, but right now, time is your enemy. You cannot keep running the ball. All right, going deep. Wide open receiver. Wide open. Oh, my God, but he went out of bounds, but he's fine. That was a great – I don't know. How the hell was he that open? Unbelievable. What happened there? Totally blown coverage by 38. Who's 38? Snead. Oh, my God. Oh, Smith. If he could have just – I'll tell you what, though. You got to go. You got to go here. You have to go. That's a touchdown. Unless the ball – yep. All right, so the line judge. That's huge, guys. I told you. What did I tell you guys? You got to start airing the ball out there, right? Go to A.J. Brown. Go to your playmaker. They're going to check that, though. All right, so the big question here, do you go for a 2-point conversion? I say yes. I say go for it. It doesn't matter. Go for it, because even if you miss it here, you don't get it, and you got to hold the Chiefs, though, to a field goal, worst case, right? Obviously, best case, 3 and out. But 38-33, let's say, still have an opportunity, right? All right, they're going for it. 2-point attempt. Here we go. 7 on the play clock. 5 on the play clock. 4, 3. He needs to call it. 1. Hurts on a rollout. He ain't going to get there, guys. No, he got there. What effort by Hurts, man. What effort by Hurts. You got to give him. The Chiefs had him. The Chiefs had Hurts there, man. Unbelievable. I told you guys this game's going to come down to whoever has the ball last. My prediction was 38-35. It's 35-35. I told you guys. What a great response by Philadelphia right there. Yes. All right. Whitetown's king. 100%. Listen, the Buffalo Bills, that's one thing that I keep saying. I told you guys the last 3 seasons, the Buffalo Bills keep on putting Band-Aids on a open wound that just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger with this offensive line. And we just bled all over the place this year. Right? And teams are like just killing us, right? Yeah, listen, Chiefs, Eagles, offensive line, very good. That's why this game's a high-scoring game. I told you guys this wasn't going to be a defensive. A lot of people are thinking that it's going to be low-scoring defensive. No, man. No. Both teams are dynamic on offense. There's been 1 sack in this whole game, and that was by the Chiefs. Eagles have none. This is a very good game by 2 very good teams. And yes, the Buffalo Bills need to take notes, all right, especially Sean McDermott, on how to not play scared football. Look at the Eagles. They went to it early on a 4th and 5 early on in the game. Jalen Hurts scrambled, got the first down. I think they wound up getting a touchdown in that series. You cannot play scared football. Sean McDermott is continuing to play scared football. Can't do it. This is how you win Super Bowls. This is how you get to Super Bowls. You got to be aggressive, man. You got to take chances on offense and defense. These teams do it. These are teams. This is how teams win Super Bowls, guys. They don't play scared football, right? They got an offensive line too, right? This is how you do it, guys. What up, Adam Brown? Hey, I wasn't going to even do this. I just figured I'd jump on. So why not jump on? I told y'all, though, if y'all saw me on my we did a pregame, I told y'all it's going to be a good game. It's going to be a high-scoring game. It's going to come down to whoever had the last possession, and it's looking like it. Hey, Murr, what did I tell you? What did I say? What did I tell you on that last drive? Start throwing the ball. Get the ball to Brown. A.J. Brown. Start getting the ball to A.J. Brown, getting 2 receivers. And look at that, man. They did exactly that. But here it is now. You got to hold the Chiefs here. Got to hold them to at least a field goal, right? Chiefs are doing what they want on offense right now. The Eagles have no answer. So here's the deal. Let's see how much time's left in this game. We got 5 minutes and 15 seconds, right? What the Eagles can't do right here is let the Chiefs have a long drive down the field and just totally wipe out the clock. Can't have it happen. Cannot have it happen. You need to hold them to at least a field goal and have time on the clock to answer. Got to have it happen. Because I'm telling you right now, the Chiefs right now are probably going to play short ball. And listen, I don't think the Chiefs are going to be running it here either. That's not Andy Reid's style, but he's going to be getting quick short passes right now to Kelsey, to Juju, 4 yards, 6 yards, 5 yards, 3 yards. They're going to be trying to drive down the field, just kill that clock, man. So let's see what they do here. I don't expect them to run. I'll be honest with you. I don't. You might see a few here and there, but that's not Andy Reid's style. There's your run. Okay, so let's see here. The clock's going down a little bit. I told you, you're going to run a little bit, but they're still going to – I expect some short passes here. They got a 2nd and 7 with 4 minutes and 50 seconds left. Eagles with 2 timeouts. The Chiefs with 2 timeouts. So the Eagles right now really got to pay attention to that clock, man. This is when it comes down to your coach. Got to pay attention to that clock and when to use your timeouts properly. There's their pass. What did I tell you guys? You think the Chiefs are just going to run it? They ain't going to run it here. That's not Andy Reid's style. He'll run it here and there, but he's still going to have Mahomes passing. They are going to do these short yards passes and just absolutely eat up the clock. The Eagles have to do something here, guys. They have to, or there's going to be no time left to respond. I'm going to tell you right now. So they're at the 35 with 4 minutes and 32 seconds. Here's your run. Okay. Oh, what a hit. What a hit. Great hit. Woo, he laid him out. All right, 4 minutes. Man, that dude felt, and let me tell you, that Pacheco guy is a hard runner. And boy, he just got, hey, he held on the ball. You got to give him credit. That was a wicked hit, guys. Wicked hit. If I was from Boston, that would have been perfect time for me to say wicked. All right, so let's see here. I think it's an injury timeout. Man, he got laid out, guys. That's a great hit. That's a good stop. He got about 1 yard, a yard and a half on that play. Hey, it's simple to, oh, man, what is going up, brother? It's my job. My job checking in on me on my to my buddy. That's either my little buddy or that's my big buddy Lewis. So thank you for watching. I appreciate you, of course. Let me get to these comments too. Great game. Yep. I hope they both lose. Yeah, right. The first ever somehow just it's a tie or something, right? I don't think that I've never looked in the rule books, but I'm assuming there cannot be a tie in the Super Bowl. So. Oh man. By the way, these commercials have been awful again. I mean, I'll have to go back and rewatch them. Maybe I missed a few when I was at the bar, but everything I've seen so far, except for the cute dog commercial, and that's because I'm a dog person, have been bad. These have been bad. I was going to say, what the hell is going on my TV right now? But it was a Tubi commercial. Man, I know Murr, by the way, who's from Philly, who's watching this, is is on the edge of his seat right now, man, guys, and I don't blame him. I do not blame him at all. This is this is a typical Bills game, by the way. So we of course we wind up losing. You know. My buddy checking in with me. So yeah, man. Like if I was a Bills fan right now, I'd be like, oh man, we're probably gonna lose. It's just the way our luck is, right? Let's see here, man. This has been a great game. I don't know about best Super Bowl ever, guys. You gotta kind of reel that one in, but it's been a very, very good Super Bowl. Very good Super Bowl. I would say, from what I remember, like the Giants Patriots game, where the Patriots came back, the helmet catch, that's really up there. All right, here we go. At the 40, 4 minutes and 15 seconds to count and then ticking down. Oh, they're just going to keep. Okay, here we go. Mahomes back to throw. I told you guys. What did I tell you guys? They ain't going to Kelsey, there. If you guys, listen, man, Eagles have to have a stop here. You cannot let this happen all the way down the field. They're going to go down, kick the field goal with like no time left on the game, hardly. You need stops right now. 3rd and 1 right now. This is a big stop. Kelsey got a little banged up. He'll be fine, I'm sure. Super Bowl. What do you expect here? 3rd and 1. They're definitely going to run it. When you have an offensive line, that's what you do, guys. Okay, the Eagles really need to start thinking about calling timeout soon. They got to think about it soon. Not now. But the Chiefs are now at the 45, I believe, of Philly. I told you the Chiefs are going to score on their next possession. You just need to hope they kick a field goal here. That's what you need to hope for right now. If they score a touchdown, you better hope there's some time left. Because right now you got 2 minutes and 58 seconds left. And the Eagles have 2 timeouts remaining. All right, Mahomes back to throw. Or you need a mistake here. You need a fumble. Look at Mahomes. My God. Look at this. At the 20, at the 15. I told you guys. This is right now, if I'm the Eagles. God, I don't know, man. There's 2 minutes and 35. There's not a lot of time left, guys. They're killing you on first downs. They are absolutely burning the clock out on you guys. This is not good. That's the worst thing you can happen right there. Absolutely. This right here, this right here, you need to stop right now. You need to stop right now. 2 minutes left, pretty much. Let's see here, 2:08, 2:07. A handoff, smart. They got about 3. All right, we're going to a 2-minute warning. All right, so here's your timeouts. This is it. This is it. This is where the Eagles are going to use their 2 timeouts, in my opinion. You have to. If they pick up a first down, and after you guys use your 2, that's it. They're gonna just drain the clock and go for the field goal for the win. And right now, this is a chip shot field goal. The only thing you can hope for is their kicker, who's missed a field goal early on, and he almost missed an extra point, shanks it. Let me see what their kicker is today. I think he is 1 of 2. Let me see here. No, he's kicked 1 field goal today. I'm sorry. 0 for 1. 0 for 1. And he almost missed the extra point. But he's 5 for 5. So not good. This is not if I'm an Eagles fan right now, I am stressing, man. Because the Eagles defensively, what you guys thought would happen, a lot of Eagles fans, which which I don't blame you because you guys were right up there with the Bears all-time sacks. Would get to Mahomes a little bit in this game, and you have not. You have not. And I told you guys, Andy Reid will scheme up something and get that offensive line to block for Patrick Mahomes. And by the way, Patrick Mahomes was not 100% going into the game, and then he got hurt in the game, which slowed him down. And he still hasn't been touched. Not good, man. I think the Eagles defense in this game, if I'm an Eagles fan right now, if they wind up losing the Super Bowl, I am very disappointed on the defense. Very disappointed. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. You couldn't get one stop. Couldn't. I mean, towards the end of the game, I'm saying couldn't. You can't listen. They're driving this long ass drive. You couldn't get a stop. Instead, you let them just drive down the field and just chew up and eat that clock, man. Right? When the offense needed you the most, you weren't there. On the most important stage, right? Weren't there. This is it. There's no more games left. Like, come on. It ain't over yet, though. It ain't over. Listen, it's not over. But right here it is. Here it is. Honestly, guys, I'll be honest with you. If I'm the Eagles, I wouldn't even mind if they score a quick touchdown right here. I'll be real with you. Give me some time left. Give me some time on the clock, right? I'm just saying. Here we go. So there's the timeout. You got one more timeout left. So you got third down here. I'm not saying, by the way, give them a touchdown. I'm saying if they wind up scoring a quick touchdown, you still got plenty of time to respond. They get a first down here, you're screwed. You're screwed. So it's not the worst thing in the world is what I'm saying. But this is a big stop right now. 3rd and 8. You get this stop here. You hold them to a field goal. Then you got, 1 minute and it's probably, 10 seconds here or something like that play? Got like a minute 40 or something like. Plenty of time. So here we go. Patrick Mahomes is shotgun. Hey, turnover would be great right now. Oh, low snap. Mahomes. Okay. There's a flag on the field. This could be pass interference by the Eagles. Hold on, guys. Oh, that's huge. Holding. Automatic first down. I think this is going to be game, guys. This is what the Chiefs are going to do right now. They're going to probably, if they're smart, they're going to run. And they're going to go for the field goal. We're leaving the Eagles with no time. Oh, this is a great Super Bowl. This is a very good Super Bowl. Yeah. CR. That's a backbreaking penalty. I would not throw it here if I'm the Chiefs. Okay, exactly. Give him the touchdown. Give him the you know what? Stupid by that defender. The Eagle guy should not have let him slide there. He should have maybe pushed him in. Being honest with you guys there. I think the Eagles made a mistake there. I know they were letting him try to score there. But the guy right there, 24, should have gotten behind him quickly and try to push him in or drag him in before he. Let me see if that's a penalty, guys. Oh, that's a terrible call. I am sorry. That is a bad call. That is a bad call. If I'm an Eagles fan, I am pissed. That is a bet. Come on, guys. For a Super Bowl, come on, refs. Come on, man. That's if I'm an Eagles fan, I am pissed. I am pissed on that call, man. Very bad call right there. Shame on the refs, man. That's an awful call. Yeah, I don't know, man. We have a bad offensive line. I don't know about that. I wish we would. I told you guys. That's it, man. So the Eagles are going to have a little time left, I think, right? They're going to have some time left. Very little time. Very little time. But listen. Yeah, this kicker missed the field goal early on. He almost missed the extra point. It's not given, right? I mean, it should be, but he's missed one. You got to really cross your fingers here. This is a chip shot. The chance of him missing are slim. Very slim. Oh, man, this is rough. If I'm an Eagles fan, man, this is rough, man. I got to say, though, listen, the defense was terrible. It was bad today. It was bad. But you're going against a really good Chiefs offense. However, that call by the refs there was outrageous. I'm sorry. You can't do that, man. You cannot do that at the end of a game, close to the end of a game. Come on, man. You can't do that. Like, I agree with the commentator, by the way, who's saying exactly what I'm saying. That's a BS call, guys. That's a bullshit call. I'm sorry. I'm mad, and I don't even care. I'm not even an Eagles fan. Oh, it's going to leave. Look at this, man, guys. They're going to have 10 seconds. Not even. Like 9 seconds, 8 seconds. Listen, he makes this game, guys. There's just not enough time. I mean, don't turn it off. You never know. Wacky things have happened. But this is if that holding call was huge, bro. Oh, man. All right, here we go. So it'll be 11 seconds, but like I said, the field goal is going to leave the Eagles with like 8 seconds. Not good. 8 seconds. More likely the Chiefs will kick it short on the ground, and the Eagles will probably have one play. That's it. You need a miss here. You need a block. You need something. I'm sorry, man. Murr, who was in here earlier, I don't know where he's at. He's probably just pissed. I don't blame him. I don't blame you, Murr, man. I would be pissed right now. I'd be pissed at my defense and I'd be pissed at the refs. I thought the refs did a good job today, except for that last penalty. That was awful. All right, here we go for the lead. Yeah, he wasn't going to miss that, guys. Okay. So exactly what I said, 8 seconds. Here we go. So this is that guys, that's unless something really unbelievable, crazy happens here, that's game. By the way, I just thought of it. I said 38-35. Hey, I predicted 38-35. Woo! I got the score right. That's unbelievable. I'm going to go back and I am going to I have to play a short on my score prediction. Man, I should have placed a bet. I don't bet, but damn. I mean, how right was I on the score prediction? Right on. Oh, good Lord. Good Lord. I'm going to tell Mikey. Man, that's crazy. I don't know if I've ever gotten a exact score. That's wild, guys. I don't know if I ever got that. I know. CR. I don't know if I've come close, on score predictions. but I don't know if I've ever gotten it on the dot, man. That's wild. Okay. 4 seconds, guys. It's game. Come on. Unless something unbelievable here happens. We have the Philly Special 2 happening. Right? The Philly Special 2.0 right now. We need something unfreaking believable. Not happening. But you got to, whatever trick play that Philly has in their playbook, I guess they haven't never used. They practiced, in practice. Here we go. Yeah, next year, let's go Buffalo, right? Why not? Got to improve that offensive line. All right, here we go. So, Hurts is in shotgun. Then he gets a snap. 5 seconds. They gave him an extra second. 4, 3. Hurts just... That was awful. I mean, there was nothing you could do anyways. But the Chiefs won the Super Bowl. I told y'all. I predicted it. I told you. I just thought listen, man. They have the coach, veteran coach, a very good coach, one of the best ever to do it. They have a very, very, very good quarterback. I hate to say it, probably one of the, I guess, the best in the NFL right now. I love Josh Allen, but you got to give Mahomes credit, man. Playing hurt, still dogged these Eagles, the Eagles coming in had a very good defense, and that Chiefs offense made that Eagles defense look sorry today. These are facts, guys. These are facts. And yeah, let me change something real quick on my thing. I'm gonna put live post game. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm sorry if I just want to change the title here of this stream. I wonder if Mikey joins me. I don't know, because I think he's having dinner with the fam. Be cool if he did. Let me see here. Oh, man. All right, I'm going to put post game. All right, let's see here. There you go. Live post-game show. All right. So, back to... I'm sorry, guys, if I'm missing some comments here. Yeah, I know. Me too. Congratulations. Listen, the Chiefs are... I keep saying it, man. Listen, for the Buffalo Bills fans out there, this is it. This is how you win a Super Bowl. Right? You don't play scared football. You trust in your quarterback. You get a good offensive line that could block for your quarterback, right? This is how you win. You don't coach scared. You get a defense that, a coordinator that isn't also scared of taking chances. But by the way, this was an offensive game, though. This wasn't a defensive game. This was a high-scoring game of both teams. Both defenses weren't anything special today, right? They gave up Chiefs gave up 35. The Eagles gave up 38. This is a high-scoring game. This wasn't a defensive game at all. It's boiled down to which offense can outduel the other. And that's what happened. And this is what the Buffalo Bills have struggled with in the postseason. Right? Playing scared, punting it on fourth down, right? Not having good game plans, right? Not adjusting. Andy Reid knows how to game plan. He knows how to adjust in a game, right? Look at the Super Bowl. You're going against the number one defensive sack team, right? They were like 5 short of the all-time NFL record. They had 0 in this game. You don't think he adjusted? Of course he did. He had a game plan for the Eagles defense. This is how you win Super Bowl, guys. I'm telling you, this is a good team. I think the closest team to them right now, I'll be honest with you, is the Bengals. The Bills aren't there yet. I love my Bills, but we're not there yet. Until we fix that offensive line, until our coach stops coaching scared football on both sides of the ball, not under this coaching staff, we will never be in this position. So I hope that Sean McDermott and Brandon Beane are taking notes. Because this is how you win a Super Bowl, guys. Good offensive line and good coaching. That's it. That's it. You got to protect the quarterback. And if you have a good offensive line, then you can run the ball a little better, right? We failed to do that year after year after year. And this year, it really was bad. Yeah, 716. I agree. Listen, that was. I'll be honest with you. I thought the plays and the refereeing was good in this game, but that last call was outrageous. If I'm an Eagles fan, I am pissed. I am pissed right now because that come on, man, that was not a hold. And how you going to call that weak ass call, right? At the end of the game, at the very end of the Super Bowl, like the refs really blew that. Like honestly, I feel bad for the Eagles because that right there is not a hold. That the Eagles should have had a chance there. Really, they did because they stopped them on that play. The Chiefs would have went for a field goal there, and they would have had like a little under 2 minutes to respond. And because of that holding call, the refs totally took that away from the Eagles. And that was not a holding call. Listen, if that was a holding call, a blatant hold, fine. It is what it is, man. But that was not. Even the commentator was like, man, you can't call that. You can't call that. But overall, though, I got to say, though, that if I'm an Eagles fan as well, I am very disappointed in the defense. They did not show up today. Remember I talked about adjusting in a game? Well, the defense did not adjust at all in this game. The Eagles had no answer for the Chiefs, especially in that second half. They had no answer. They had no answer in the second half for the Chiefs. The Chiefs did what they wanted to do. That last drive there, I was talking to somebody in the chat, Murr. I said, you can't let the Chiefs drive, do a long drive down the field and just totally kill the clock on you guys. And that's exactly what they did. Started at 25 and just short pass, one run here and there, short pass, touch, first down. Bro, the clock's just melting away. That's it. The Eagles had an opportunity. They did. And I get that it was a bad call at the end there, but what about all the plays before that when they had an opportunity? What about the 3rd and 1 when you let Mahomes take off for 30 yards, 25 yards, whatever that was? Unacceptable. Can't do that. Where was the defense today? So, like I said, man, you can't totally point the finger there at the refs, but that was a bullshit call. That was a total bullshit call. Like I'm pissed off about that call, and I'm not an Eagles fan, but that's crappy because the Eagles should have had an opportunity right there to respond. That's the Eagles' fault. Yeah, exactly. They should have. And I'm surprised too because the Eagles were at least early on, they were aggressive on 4th down. They went for a 4th and 5 early on, way early on I think on their own 45. I was like, damn, like I don't even think I would have went for it on there. And they did, and I think Jalen Hurts winded up getting a 1st down, like a long run, and then they don't go for it on 4th and 2. Like that's something like our coach would do, and it drives me insane. But I still don't think it came down to that. I think it came down to ultimately, I think it came down to your defense and just they were nowhere to be found. And Mahomes and Kelsey and the Chiefs just did what they wanted to do. They absolutely, especially in that second half, adjustments were not made by the Eagles. Adjustments were made by the Chiefs in that second half. So let me go here to the the game here. Give me 1 second, guys. So see if I can find that. I'm sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. So why am I not seeing that? I apologize, guys, for this. Hold on. Okay, here we go. So 7-7 first quarter. I thought that was a feel-out quarter for both teams, right? Their offense were kind of feeling each other out, kind of like a boxing match, right? When two really good boxers get in there. And then it kicked in the second quarter, and I thought the Eagles really responded well. They had 17 points, right? The Chiefs only had 7, right? So the Eagles are up, 24-14 at that time going into half. They had a good lead. But here we go. Going to the second half, Chiefs come out third quarter, 7 points, Eagles 3. 3 points. What happened there, right? So obviously the Chiefs defense responded there in the second half, right? Chiefs score 7, and then you got the fourth quarter. Chiefs had 17 points, and the Eagles had that late touchdown, had 8. But clearly, one team adjusted, the other team did not. There's a story of the game as well. Mitchell not happy. Actually, Mitchell happy that the Eagles lost. I thought. Listen, I wasn't. I was actually going for the Eagles. I was actually rooting for the Eagles to win. Just not a Chiefs fan. But I have no say in this. I'm a Bills fan, so at the end of the day, my Bills weren't even there. So I am not one of those guys, that goes around and like rubs it in another team's face that they didn't win. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like I can't do that. And I'm sure there's a lot of trolls right now on Twitter and just going on, Eagles podcast is ripping them, and they're Jets fans and Bronco fans and Bill. Who knows? Maybe Bill. I can't do it. I can't do it. You got there. I give you credit. You know what I mean? That just like my Buffalo Bills, who got there 4 straight years. Yeah, we didn't win, but we got there. And all those AFC teams were crying because they couldn't beat the Bills, and we made it to the Super Bowl. It sucks we didn't win. But I don't enjoy another team, team fan base misery. You know what I mean? If that makes any sense to you guys. I just heard gunshots. Murr. By the way, Murr's in Philadelphia. Murr, lock your doors. Lock up. Let's see. So Roger Goodell is giving the trophy out. I'm going to guess that Mahomes is the MVP. I'm just going to guess. And it's deserved. Listen, guy was hurt coming in, right? I mean, he wasn't totally bad. His ankle healed up a little. He wound up getting hurt again in the game and still winded up doing his thing, man. You have to give him credit. It's well-deserved. Andy Reid, hell of a coach. Hell of a coach, man. Once again, showing other coaches how it's done. And I told you guys too, man, that the story of this game too is just I felt like the Eagles, young team, man, like young head coach, young quarterback, first time being there, the big stage. It's tough, man. You're going against a Hall of Fame coach. Right? You're going against probably a Hall of Fame player in the future in Mahomes, right? Not easy. So, yeah. Yeah, he's tough, man. He's a tough son of a bitch, man. He's annoying as hell, man. But you got to give him credit, right? You got to give him credit. It is what it is. I hate it. I do as a Bills fan. It's so freaking annoying, but usually, we hate on the guys that are winners, right? Like that just spank you every year and win Super Bowls, right? Like that's why I can't hate like Tom Brady, like I know I get it, a lot of Bills fans do, but he's the best, man. He won 7 Super Bowls. I mean, like I'm mad at him because he's a winner. It's like I can't hate on him, man. I can't, man. He's doing his thing out there, man. And good for Andy Reid too, by the way, guys, because remember Andy Reid in Philadelphia. He didn't, he went to the Super Bowl, didn't get it done, and Eagles fans wanted him out, right? Get out of here. And he said, okay, all right. And then he went to Kansas City, and listen, man, his the GM and him drafted Mahomes and Kelsey, right? And the rest is history. The rest is history, man. Andy Reid built this team the right way. He got a quarterback that is creative, like Andy Reid is as a coach. And they just work. They all work good together, man. That's how you win, man. It has to gel, man. It has to be right, man. This is a special team, guys. It is. That's 2 Super Bowls for them, right? Mahomes, that's a second ring. Man, Buffalo Bills still waiting on their first. You got this young quarterback, Mahomes, with 2 already. You know what I mean? Oh, rough, man. But, congratulations to the Chiefs. That was well-deserved. You can't hate on their accomplishments. Can't. I know. I should, right? You're talking about the Bills games? Oh, reactions. My reactions to all the games. They were either. Listen, I'll be honest though. We were 13-3, so not. I had a lot of good reactions. We're a good football team, but the problem with the Buffalo Bills is when we get in the playoffs, man, there's a big difference between this team, the Chiefs, and the Buffalo Bills, between that coaching staff and our coaching staff. Right? Big difference. There's a big difference in how they built their team and how we built our team. Right? Offensive line, very good. Our offensive line, very bad. Right? We play in Buffalo, right? Outdoor environment, cold, windy, in January, right? We want all these, we want to have home field advantage. Well, we're not built for our home field advantage. We have a sorry-ass offensive line that is not built for that type of weather. Not at all. So until they fix that, we will never be what you see right now, guys. Not going to happen. And I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer. I'm just being a realist. We will continue to be a very good regular season team. But is that all we want? I don't. I'm done with that, man. I appreciate it, what McDermott and Bean has done so far. And I'm not ready to cut anyone loose as far as McDermott yet. And not Bean, but it's like, guys, man, okay, you got us here, but we want to be there. Okay? It's time to, take that next step. And we've yet to do it. I'm waiting on it. Yeah, I am too. I really am, And I listen, I really believe in Brandon Bean. McDermott is the one that I'm really questioning now. And it sucks because I did a video I think a year ago, or maybe even this year, about Bean and McDermott and what they've done for this team. And they did a lot. Listen, we were terrible for a long time. But it's to the point now it's like, okay, we're going into year 7 with this coaching staff, right? Pretty much with McDermott and Frazier. And it's like, okay, I see that you got us out of this hole, right? But we're out of the hole, but we haven't gone any further. You know what I mean? It's just like we're stuck in the mud a little bit, right? We're good enough. We're just good enough. And it worries me. McDermott worries me a little bit, guys. He does, man. I feel like he's stuck in his ways, man. He's very conservative coach. He's a defensive coach, which worries me as well, guys. Listen, man, the majority of these head coaches that win Super Bowls are offensive minded. He is not offensive minded. You see that a lot of times with clock management with him as well. You see that when it comes down to a lot of fourth down plays. He's hesitant. He plays scared football, like I said earlier. And these coaches, these Super Bowl winning coaches, they don't do it. They don't play like that. So I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna give McDermott one more year, guys. In my opinion, I think he's one more year, and if you can't get a job, you got to go. You have to. And if you keep him on, then you're just. I don't know what to say then anymore. I don't. I'll continue to do podcasts on the Buffalo Bills, but if this happens again next year, where we're just steamrolled in the playoffs again. And there's no change at the head coaching position. Yeah, I would lose faith in this organization. I won't lie, because it's like, okay, when is enough is enough. There's time to move on. And if they don't do it, then yeah. Chris, Eagles didn't look good in the second half. In the first half fumble, which, yeah, that's what I'm saying. They made some mistakes, Chris. So the defense, I'm trying to tell you, the defense didn't do anything for me. The Eagles, absolutely nothing. They got no sacks in this game, and they led the league in sacks. They were 5 away from like the NFL record of the Bears. They got no sacks. They had no big stops when they needed. The Hurts fumble in that second quarter did hurt, even though they outscored the Chiefs 17-7. But man, imagine if he didn't fumble there. The Chiefs may have nothing, right? No points in the second quarter. So, yeah, that was a big touchdown. And can't look at the final score. I'm just saying, right? Right? Chiefs don't score that touchdown. Maybe we're talking Eagles win right now, right? The game could have shifted. I don't know. I just feel like the Eagles defense, if I'm an Eagles fan, that's where I'm disappointed the most. And then secondly is I'm disappointed in the coaches because they did not adjust well in the second half, especially in that fourth quarter when the Chiefs were just doing what they wanted to do against that Eagles defense. Like the coordinator of the Eagles did not have any answers at all. There's 5 minutes left in the game. It's tied. You know exactly what the Chiefs are going to do. They're going to try to play short ball, right? They're going to make they're going to try to drive the ball and just munch on the clock. You need to, I think right there, man, you need to take a couple chances there, in my opinion. Pressure up a little bit, and they didn't do that. And they just allowed the Chiefs to just basically march down the field slowly and just milk that clock, man. And then, of course, you got the bullshit call at the end, which is outrageous, by the way. Outrageous. Okay. This you talking about my mic? So this is a Fi-Fine microphone. I love it. It's like $75 off Amazon. I definitely recommend it if you are looking to do something like this. So it's top heavy. So this is where you talk. If you talk on the side, it's a little low, but it's built that way. And then also has right here this knob here where you can adjust the volume. And there's also a mute button here that's like a tap where you don't hear it. Like it's not like it's just like a hover. You hover over it. Really good microphone. I like it especially for the price. $75. You can't beat that. So yeah, it's called a Fi-Fine microphone. So yeah, looking for it on Amazon. It's on there. Let's see here. Before that fumble, it was 3rd-1, but the flag messed up. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It totally ruined everything for you guys there. But either way, you shouldn't have even gotten down to that. It shouldn't have even came down to that. Like, you guys should have. Your defense should have made a stop somewhere and had them kick a field goal at least early on and leave you some time on the clock, right? I mean, you were really at that point. I mean, and I'll be honest with you, even if I would be curious there on that situation, because Andy Reid takes chances. If they don't get the first down there on 3rd-1, I guess it was a 3rd-1. Would they have gone for it? I mean, Andy Reid takes chances like that all the time. It'd be risky, but I mean, I think I would have faith, but I don't know. We couldn't do nothing on defense, but just score back. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know what, too, there was the play there at the end. I think 24 on your team, they were going to let, I forget who it was, walk in for the touchdown. Instead of backing away from him and just letting him run in, they should have known that the guy knew to slide down. Like, that Andy Reid told his receivers or running backs, don't score. Like, just kneel the ball down, right? 24 was in the position where he could have probably pushed him in or grabbed him and dragged him in instead of just backing away. I'm just saying, I know it's fast. It's easier said than done. I'm watching the game. So obviously, on the field, who knows? But from what I saw, 24 was in position. Instead of backing away, he should have either pushed him in or grabbed him and physically. And I've seen that from defenses before where they've grabbed the running back or receiver and forced him in to score the touchdown. Because if that would have happened, they would have been up 7, but you would have had an opportunity like a minute and a half or a minute or something like that to at least go down and try to tie the game up. I mean, it's, that right there was the only opportunity to try to push him in to get a touchdown. I'm just saying. CR, 2 Super Bowl in 4 years. We won ours. I know. I mean, I'm waiting. I've been a fan since '89, bro. So I've been waiting forever. Like, I've watched all 4 Super Bowls, heartbreaking losses. I watched the, Music City Miracle, which I don't think, even if we win that game, we're not going to Super Bowl. But still, I've gone through so much heartbreak. The 13 seconds, obviously, 13 seconds. I'll be honest with you guys. That was the year I think we could have went to the Super Bowl. If we don't let that happen, I think we could have beaten the Bengals that year, in my opinion. I think our offensive line was just good enough there, and I think the Bengals were still finding their ways, in my opinion. I think the Bills could have outdueled the Bengals at home because it would have been in Buffalo, and we would have been at least in the Super Bowl. But who knows? I'm just guessing. That doesn't mean we would have been. I'm just throwing that out there. This year, not at all. If Vaughn started healthy, I do think y'all would have been in the AFC Championship. No, I don't. Anthony. I wish I could say that. But even if Vaughn was healthy there, the problem with that game was the offensive line for the Bills. And our defensive line got manhandled by mostly backups of offensive line for the Bengals. Manhandled. We got manhandled all game long in the trenches on both sides of the ball. Manhandled. So even if Von Miller's out there, even if he makes a few plays, our offensive line was going to be exactly what, Von Miller's not on an offensive line, right? Allen could not do anything. Our offense could not do anything. You see what the points we put up, right? It just, if you watch that game over, you'll see that, from opening kickoff, it seemed from the very beginning when the Bengals went down and scored right away, you could kind of tell, I felt it, and I did, I kind of felt it right away, we were outmatched, and I think the team, on the sideline, I felt like there was no energy. I kind of felt like they were deflated right away, right? Allen was with his head down, right? Diggs yelling at him towards the end of the game there. You could just kind of tell, it just was not meant. It wasn't, we just got beat up. We got punched in the mouth and we had no response, man. And not only did we get punched in the mouth, we took it, right? We weren't even mad about it. It was weird. That game was weird, man. That was just so disappointing. I was so pissed off about that game because our players just did not, it was sad, man. It was sad to watch. Rely on Josh. Yeah, I agree. That's why I'm saying you have to, I understand about I understand about the running game, but it all goes back to what I was saying about the trenches. You got to build that offensive line, man. We've been band-aiding and put band-aids on it every season, and the wound is way open now. And there's no more band-aids for this, right? Fix the goddamn O-line. Come on, Brandon Beane. Enough is enough. Stop drafting defensive players year after year after year after year. I'm done with it. Did you really need 2 back-to-back edge rushers? Rousseau, then Boogie Basham? You couldn't have gone an offensive lineman? Right? Did you need a linebacker who's really a special team player in the 3rd round of this last draft? Bernard, really? Did you need him? Wow, we got a cool special team guy. When there's offensive linemen that are starters, that are good. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's what's frustrating with this team, man. I don't understand sometimes what the decisions we make, man. Oh, man, we need help on the O-line, the D-line, and receiver. I totally agree. 1,000% agree. If I am the Bills, I am going, honestly, heavy on offensive line, and I am definitely getting a receiver in the draft. And also, I got to throw this out there, too. I don't think Tremaine Edmonds will be back, meaning we need a linebacker, right? Because Bernard's not the guy, guys. Come on. He's not the guy. Very undersized linebacker. He's a safety converted to a linebacker. He's a special team guy. Once again, a guy that, did we need to draft that guy? Really? What a stupid draft pick. What a dumb-ass decision by Brandon Beane. And I love Brandon Beane. And I get it. No GM is perfect. The draft, sometimes you get a little lucky in the draft, right? There's guys that are studs in the 6th round. You get lucky, right? That nobody saw coming, right? And they wind up balling out, right? There's guys in the 1st round that just flop. A lot of teams, not just our team that make mistakes, but it does seem like a year after year, Brandon Beane is making some weird decisions in the draft. Yeah. I mean, listen, man, I think the Jets are also a team that's drafting very well. Yeah. The Steelers need to, you guys got that young quarterback. I thought he played well. And you have the receiver who played well too. So I think you guys will be all right. Listen, good thing about the Steelers, man, as long as you got Mike Tomlin, I think you're in good shape. I'll be honest with you. You can expect a bad year once in a blue moon, but I think this was Tomlin's first season, non-winning season, if I'm not mistaken. Like, come on, man. Like, you can't. Like, that dude's a really good coach. But it happens. Every team has to go through like a cycle. And the Steelers are going through that cycle right now. But I don't expect that cycle, that down, losing season after season like that. That's not, I don't think the Steelers are going to do that. I don't. I think the Steelers they're going to bounce back. It's just their organization's well ran, in my opinion. Well ran. Yeah, we are. I keep telling people that too. We're going to always be in the conversation. As long as we got Josh Allen, as long as we got Stephon Diggs, I don't think our defense is as bad as everyone. It didn't look too good in the playoffs there, but our defense is still a very good defense. Okay, it's a top 5 defense. It's annoying, right, that we play the same freaking defense, as zone nickel defense, and we don't adjust. Like, so frustrating, but we're still pretty good. We still have we have some solid players. You still got Von Miller who's coming back. You still got Trey White who should bounce back from that ACL. He had a little rough return, but I expect him to be better, much better next season. You got some young talent there still. Ed Oliver, Gregory Rousseau, who's only getting better. We have still talented guys. Teron Johnson. So we will still be very competitive. We're still going to win the East, in my opinion. I still believe we're still top dog there until somebody can prove otherwise. Okay. And like, all these teams could talk, these fan bases, the Jets, the Dolphins. I don't think the Patriots are anymore. Right? But they could talk the talk, but until they knock the Kings off the mountain, they're not. The Bills are still the top dog in the AFC East, in my opinion. But okay, I'm cool with that. But it's about the playoffs. What can we do now? Like, I'm okay, cool. Wow, the AFC East. Like, I was happy in 2020 when we won it, right? I was like, finally, woo, right? Like, okay, you've proven that. But you haven't proven anything yet when we get into the dance, right? Come on, man. And that's where like we need to get our shit together. And that boils down to coaching, guys. And also, like I said, also you got to put a little bit on Brandon Beane as well. He's the one that drafts these players. He's the one that brings these players to Buffalo, right? He's in charge of that. You can't just point the finger at McDermott either, right? This is I always told everybody, it starts from the owner to the GM to the coach, the coach's staff to the players, right? It's like a link. It's like a chain link, right? And it all has to connect, right? And if it doesn't, there's a problem, right? And I feel like this, I still believe that everything right now is a good connection, but McDermott is starting to worry me. He is. Because he's stuck in his ways, man. And like I said, I don't. The problem is do the players start not believing in Sean McDermott? Do the players start talking, right? Because I know Bills Mafia is already talking. Of course we are, right? We know that. But eventually it's going to go down to the locker room, right? Do the players believe anymore in McDermott's process? Do the players believe in McDermott's vision, right? You don't want players disgruntled in the locker room, right? Right? You don't want a player, start talking about an offense, talking about the defense. The defense, that's when we're in trouble. And I kind of feel like we're heading in that direction. So McDermott better get his act together. And Beane better get his act together too and bring in the right players in here, especially in the draft. The poise he showed in the playoff comeback was amazing. Who are we talking about here? Oh, okay. About Trevor Lawrence. Yeah. So, listen, you got to give the Jags, and that's a great example, by the way. So, the Jaguars, it goes to show you how important good coaching is. So, you got Doug Peterson coming from the Eagles, who he won a Super Bowl there. Obviously, a guy that knows what he's doing, right? Going to a very young team, right? Who were awful the year before, who had a terrible coach who just totally was a shit show. And Doug Peterson went there and got them in the playoffs and got them a win in the playoffs. Got them further than anyone thought they would get. Kind of like Brian Dable with the Giants. I think Peterson did even better with less. The Jaguars, from what they were last year, and they still were missing weapons at receiver. They still were limited. Now we'll see next year because they have Calvin Ridley. A lot of people are forgetting about that. Calvin Ridley was suspended this year. He will be back with the Jaguars next year. That's a huge, if he could stay in the league and not mess up, that is a big piece of that offense for the Jaguars. So look out for the Jaguars next year. They made some noise, and that defense of the Jaguars is interesting with Josh Allen and I forget the other guy name, but they have a pretty stout defense. They have some playmakers there. So yeah, definitely the Jaguars are a team that's trending up. Also the Lions. I'm here in Detroit. I live here. It's another team that the coach, I'm loving his aggressiveness, man. The players believe in him. You know what I mean? And I think the players still believe in Sean McDermott. But like I said, I almost it's starting to worry me that if he doesn't get the job done next season, will players start to talk more? Will players want out of Buffalo? Or like a Stephon Diggs want to be traded? These guys want rings, man. Right? I mean, Stephon Diggs did an interview with somebody recently about playing in Dallas. He didn't rule it out. Just saying. It tells you a lot right there, right? Should have been like, nah, man. I would love to play. I would love to play with my brother, but I'm in Buffalo, man. If maybe he comes here. Like, that would have been a great answer. He didn't say that. And I'm not saying like Diggs is going to leave anytime soon, but I am telling you guys that when players start not, when seasons end like the way they've been ending in Buffalo, players eventually want out. And free agents don't want to come here. Facts. These are facts, and that's what worries me a little bit with this team, man. We start getting guys that want to get traded, want out, that don't believe in this coaching staff anymore. It's a problem. I mean, look at our position coaches are leaving. Chad Kelly left. Chad Kelly left to go to Jacksonville, and he took the same position. He's a wide receiver coach. It's not like he got upgraded. That tells you a lot. Chad Kelly was like, I don't know, man. Maybe I don't see the direction here. And he's a good coach, man. He's going to be missed. The wide receivers, Diggs and Gabe Davis, McKenzie, they all loved him, right? And he's gone, man. See you later. Right? That's a problem, right? You know, and it worries me. It worries me, man, because next will be the players. Next will be the players talking. Don't want that, guys. Don't want that. But hey, guys, this was when you get so I know there's only 4 on here now. So I've been on here a minute, man. This was a great Super Bowl. Once again, I wish my Buffalo Bills were in it. I do. But they weren't. And this goes to show you how you get a Super Bowl. That Chiefs team is exactly what Buffalo is continuing to try to get there, right? We talked about it in 2021, right? When we're talking about what we needed to do to beat the Chiefs, right? That was like the main goal, to beat the Chiefs. And at this point, man, the AFC is only getting better. It's not just the Chiefs thing, right? Got the Bengals doing better. Dolphins are peaking. The Jets are peaking, right? There's a lot of good teams in AFC, man. I think the Bills need to stop worrying about one squad and worry about themselves and fix what they know is the problem, man. And that it's the offensive line. I keep telling y'all, man. Protect Josh Allen, man. Like he is if we lose Josh Allen, we're right back where we were in the drought, man. These are facts, man. If we start getting guys that want out of Buffalo, want to get traded, right? And nobody wants to come here, and we're back to drafting in the early first round picks again. No good. No bueno, man. No bueno. Not good. So listen, man, Brandon Beane need to fix some shit this offseason. And I got to tell you guys, the salary cap worries me a little bit. No money. So Brandon Beane needs to really do well in this draft. Really do well. I don't even mind if you trade up, if you see a stud that you want to take that is a game changer. I don't mind that either. I'm tired of, like, he came out in the post game in the press conference, the season ending. He was like, hey, well, we're not going to get the Jamar Chases because we don't suck, because we're not that team that we were so bad when we were drafting. Okay, well, I mean, then you need to get better free agents, or you need to trade up and get a guy like that, or you got to stop taking back-to-back edge rushers, or take offensive line. Start taking needs instead of just special team guy because he just happened to be there, and you're like, third round one. I mean, like, I don't get it, man. Like I some of the picks I don't get, man. It's mind-boggling. But anyways, I'm going on a rant and going in circles here. No, I do. Listen, I think they have an identity. I do. And listen, I think like the core guys, this team fits very well together as far as the core guys like Allen and Diggs and Knox, Von Miller. Like I love, like, I think our team is well, kind of like the locker room's good. Like I still feel that even with the Diggs thing at the end of the game there against the Bengals, I still think like we have an identity. I just don't know if offensively with McDermott as head coach, if we're going to ever change our ways, and that worries me because I know everyone's blaming Ken Dorsey, but I almost feel like McDermott, like, wants this safe type of offense. Like, same with his defense, because look at his defense. Our defense is stout. It's good, but we're also very safe. We don't take chances on defense. And I kind of feel like our offense plays the same way as our defense, right? We're very safe with it. We don't go for it on fourth down a lot. We're very, we're very basic. We're very just no turn. We're just trying. We don't really we didn't play exciting football this year, which is fine. You don't always have to do that. Our offense was still, I think, number 3 or number 2. But it just was very standard offense. I kind of felt like maybe he held Dorsey back. Maybe I could be wrong. I could be. Maybe Dorsey would just, rookie OC didn't want to make mistakes either and get crazy. Or maybe Dorsey felt like he only could do so much with the offensive line. You guys got to consider that as well. You know what I mean? You also got to consider the fact that, we were expecting more from our players like Gabe Davis. They were expecting more from Isaiah McKenzie at the slot. Didn't happen. They didn't expect Crowder to get hurt week 2. Right? They were expecting our offensive line to play better with the additions of Saffold. They were expecting Spencer Brown to have a better second year. Right? Just throwing this out there, man. So a lot, I think, that they expected went wrong. It didn't go as expected. Right? And now I kind of feel like that puts the offensive coordinator in a bad position. And maybe Dorsey didn't adjust very well once all this stuff happened, right? Maybe his second year he will, right? Maybe he'll get over that hurdle, that rookie, because no matter what, he was a rookie. Right? Rookie OC. So I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. I know a lot of people want him out of Buffalo. That's ridiculous. It's 1 year. And it's not like we were the worst offense in the league. We were like number 2. Right? So I would pump the brakes there a little bit on rushing Dorsey out of town. But I'm nervous with McDermott. And I was talking to Mikey too about, now there was rumors that McDermott and Dable were not seeing eye to eye. And that's kind of why Dable wanted to go too. Never came out publicly, but listen, man, maybe that was the fact, because Dable wanted to do, Dable, he's outside the box, took chances, he got a little bit too cute at times. But but if you look at Dable early on, when he first arrived in Buffalo, very, very, he didn't do that. Very generic, like very vanilla. He pissed me off sometimes early on, right? Very. I felt like he held back Allen in 2019 when we made the playoffs. I felt he held back Allen in 2020 when we played the Chiefs in the championship game, right? He didn't let Josh be Josh, right? But that could have been a Sean McDermott thing. Sean McDermott wanted to play safe football, right? Didn't want turnovers. So we're just going to play very basic football here. We're not going to do anything cute, right? And then 2021, a little different story, right? Got to look going there, right? Taking some chances. And I don't know if McDermott wanted Dorsey to do that early on, or maybe he just doesn't like that. I don't know. But you can't play scared football. You got to take chances here and there. So we'll see what happens next year, guys. I have no idea, but I'm worried with McDermott. I'm not gonna lie, very worried with McDermott. Murmur. Let's see, Anthony. What I mean by y'all, that it's all don't have anything y'all can fall back on. So when the going gets tough, yeah, I know. We'll see, man. We'll see. Like I said, man, I listen. This football is won in the trenches. I don't care what anyone says. And when I was young and I didn't understand football too much, like, when you're younger and the draft happens, you're like, you always want the wide receiver or the running back or the quarterback. And when an offensive line gets picked, you're like, oh God, right? Like, how boring, right? But finding a good offensive line man in this league, right, is tough. When you get one, man, that's why you don't see a lot of good offensive line free agents out there. They stay with the team because they pay them, because it's tough to get them. And I don't mind it. Listen, I don't mind. If you see an offensive lineman and he's a stud, you think he's a stud in college, I don't care, man. At this point, you got to draft first round. I don't care. Should have called it. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, okay, the refs. Okay, so we got a refs talk here. Let's see here. Okay, so here's my take on that real quick. So I thought the refs did an okay job in the Super Bowl. However, the last call there was outrageous. I'm not an Eagles fan. I'm not a Chiefs fan, guys. I'm a Bills fan. That was a bullshit call. The announcers said it too. I mean, I'm not saying what the announcer's word is golden, but listen, you can't call that. You can't call that penalty there. I thought they did the Eagles really dirty there, and I don't think it was rigged or anything. I just think it was a stupid call. It was a bad call, and bad calls happen, guys. It's the game. It's going to happen, and I'm sure if you go back and you really watch the whole game, look and pin, you probably see a ton of bad calls in that game, right? That could have gone for both sides. So it happens, man. The refs aren't perfect. However, it's like basketball. Like, when it's like 1 second left and you call some bullshit foul call and you can't do that. Let the players play there. That was bad, man. Like, you really didn't. You got to let that one go. It wasn't outright. It wasn't a wild hold there. I mean, he touched his jersey. That was just bad. They gave the game away. They literally gave the game away there with that one bullshit call. But I'll go back when I was talking to Murr in the chat. However, the Chiefs started at 25, and the Eagles could not stop them. So the refs didn't help them there. The Chiefs absolutely marched down the field and killed the clock. The Eagles didn't. The Eagles defense did nothing to help the offense of the Eagles. Right? They could not get a stop at all when it mattered the most. That's not the refs' fault. So, just saying. Yeah, well. I'm just, I know, listen, this is going to be talked about. I'm going to tell you right now, this is going to be debated. I'm sure Twitter's going wild on that call. And like I said, I understand that. Like, if I'm an Eagles fan, I am upset as well. However, you still gave up until that point 35 points. You still let the Chiefs drive down and just totally kill the clock on you. You let Mahomes scramble for 25 yards on that play, 25 yards, right? On a bum ankle, on an important third down. Like that's on you. The refs didn't do anything there, right? Like, I'm just saying, like, so you can't, like, I don't like that either. Like, the whole pointing at the ref thing. Like, I get it. I'm mad too. It's a bullshit call. It shouldn't have happened, but at the end of the day, the Eagles defense did nothing to help at all in that, especially in the fourth quarter. Did absolutely nothing. And listen, the Chiefs, even if the Chiefs don't get it there, who's to say that they don't go for it, right? I'm just saying, And it wasn't like the Eagles offense was clicking at all in that second half. They had one touchdown in that whole second half, I believe. Yeah, one touchdown late in the game. So who's to say that they would go down and tie the game? Because they would have still had like under a minute to go. Just throwing that out there, Not a horrible call, in my opinion. But like you said, the legendary pass rush that was compared in 80. Yeah, exactly. 0 sacks. That's what I'm saying. Like, but I told you guys before the game and pregame, when we came on here at 2:00 and we talked, I told you that Andy Reid is a really good coach. Really good. Hall of Fame coach. Been there, done that. Going against an Eagles coach who has never been to the Super Bowl. A young coach. A young quarterback in Jalen Hurts, right? And I told you that the Chiefs would have an answer for that Eagles defense. I knew they would. Their offensive line is pretty good. It's not like unbelievably good. They have 3 Pro Bowlers. They're pretty good. And I knew they would have a game plan against that Eagles defense, and they sure did. And the Eagles had no answer. And I got to be honest with you, a lot of teams don't have an answer for the Chiefs offense. They're a very good offense. That's why they were first in the league for a reason. Just saying. But yeah, man, listen, if I'm an Eagles fan though, you got to still feel happy. You still got to see that there's a future for your team. You still got to know that next year you're still right in it, right? That's a very good team. Very good team. But this is a lesson learned for the coaching staff, for the defense, for Jalen Hurts, right? That fumble early on, right? When you were controlling that second quarter and you fumble there, right? And you give 7 points up, right? That was the only touchdown the Chiefs scored in the second quarter. That doesn't happen. Who knows? We could be talking different right now. So that's a lesson that Hurts will have to learn. Young quarterback, right? Just saying. Yeah, man. Listen, the way they built that team with no Tyreek Hill, they didn't care. Trade Tyreek Hill, they did even better on offense, right? They did even better, right? And everyone thought their offense would decline, right? Without Hill. No, it did the opposite. It got better. They have weapons across the board. You don't know who. It could be one guy 1 week. But I can tell you what. Kelsey's always going to be the main weapon. He's unstoppable. Mahomes is always going to find somebody, right? That's what I'm saying. It could be one guy 1 week, another guy as far as the receivers go, right? But Kelsey is just unstoppable. It's unstoppable. There's no answer. I don't think a defense has an answer yet for Kelsey. And Mahomes is just a magic man quarterback. He makes plays happen. I have to give him credit. It's annoying as fuck. It is. But you got to give credit where credit is due, man. Mahomes is a good quarterback. Annoying as fuck, but he makes it work. And Andy Reid believes in him. He trusts in him. He's going to give him plays that, other coaches wouldn't give their quarterbacks because he trusts them, right? I still feel like McDermott almost isn't right there yet with Josh Allen. I don't know if he fully 100% trusts Josh Allen yet, where he's going to call some wild play, that everyone would be like, oh, I can't believe, you know what I mean? I don't think he's there yet because Sean McDermott's too conservative. He's too scared, especially in big moments. Can't play like that. I keep telling y'all, can't coach like that. And I feel like Josh Allen, that's not his style, man. Josh Allen is very much like Patrick Mahomes. They are very much alike, guys. I know you don't see it like that, but they are. They both take chances. They both are hard to take down in the backfield. They both get out of harm's way when their offensive line breaks down at times, by the way, our offensive line breaks down all the time. They can make magical throws that nobody else can make, right? Falling out of bounds, right? A dart pass into the end zone. Only Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes can do that. There's no other quarterback. I'm sorry. I like Hurts. I like all these other quarterbacks, man. Burrow, but they can't do what in my opinion, what Mahomes and Allen can do. And I kind of feel like our coach doesn't treat Josh Allen like Andy Reid treats Patrick Mahomes. I'm sorry. I don't think he has that confidence yet in him, like 100%, or maybe he does, but he's just so damn conservative, stuck in his ways. He's not going to let Allen just be himself and go out there and do it. Listen, Mahomes makes mistakes too. Like everybody thinks Mahomes is a perfect quarterback. I think Mahomes threw for like 13, 14 interceptions this year. A shitload. Because he's taking chances. But he also made phenomenal plays. Right? You're gonna make some bad mistakes here and there by always risking, taking a chance. And I don't mind that. But it's all coaching, guys. Coaching too, And Sean McDermott, I don't know what has he learned anything from Andy Reid? Because I don't think so, because he doesn't coach anything like him. Coaches nothing like Andy Reid, right? And isn't he on the Andy Reid tree, right? Him and I forget the other coach, but no, man, coach is nothing like him. Coach is scared, and it's like, I don't know, man. I will never win that way, guys. We will never win that way. Yeah, it's tough watching these Super Bowls because it's like this, once in a while you'll see a team get in there and win. You're like, they won't be back, right? Once in a while, or a team to get there, even if they don't win, you're like, they just, they got not lucky, but it was a one season thing, and they won't, they won't be back, right? But that Chiefs team, they'll be back, right? They've proven it, right? The Eagles, they're a good team. They're building it the right way. They'll be back. The 49ers are building something special over there. They'll probably make some noise next year. I don't know about us. I don't know. Like I said, I worry. I do. I really worry that these teams here are doing it the right way with their coaches, right? Even these young coaches, man, they're not playing scared. That's the thing, man. And they're also, the GMs are, and I love Brandon Beane, so don't take it the wrong way, but they're drafting well, these other coaches. And Brandon Beane has made some mistakes in these last, especially in these last 2 or 3 drafts. I mean, honestly, guys, I didn't mind the Kyrie. I like the Kyrie Olympic, but the Bernard one, like what's going on there? Right? Like what? James Cook, even, and I like James Cook, but I don't know. I would have to go back in the draft. I'd have to go back in the draft to see who's available before the James Cook pick. We'll see who we could have drafted better than Cook. In the draft before that, we drafted Rousseau, and then we drafted Boogie right at why? But why? I like the Rousseau pick, no doubt, because Brandon Beane likes to go after guys that have potential, like a Dawson Knox type of player that they see the potential, but they're still a raw type of player, but they could build them to be a better player. And I don't mind that if it works out. It's great. But they took the chance like on Cody Ford, right? We could have drafted DK Metcalf, guys. Right? How'd that work out? Right? You know what I mean? Like, there's some misses here. There's some misses, and there's some chances that Brandon Beane's taking on some raw talents not working out, right? I love Ed Oliver, but there's players that got drafted after that are playing better. I got to admit, and I love Ed. I do. I love Ed Oliver, but maybe he wasn't the right pick. Maybe there was other picks that were better, and there were. I'm not thinking on the top of my head right now, but there definitely were. But thank God he got the quarterback right, Josh Allen, and he did get some guys right. I'm not saying every pick that Brandon Beane has done has been bad, right? I mean, Dawson Knox, and I know Dawson Knox hasn't reached where we all want him yet, but he's ascending. I believe he had a little rough year this year, which is understandable, guys. His brother passed away, all that stuff. And I know he was a little banged up early on. A lot that happened with him, so I'm gonna give him a pass there. I thought the Gabe Davis pick was good. Gabe Davis, I know he had a little bit of a rough year, but he was fourth round pick. I mean, I think that's a hit, right? Because Gabe Davis is pretty good. He had 800 and something yards this year. Fourth round pick, guys, can't really complain, right? Teron Johnson, very good pick, right? Ed Oliver, like I said, I get there's other players, but he still is a good player. So he's made some good picks too. Can't totally bash him, but man, this is the year where I think Brandon Beane needs to concentrate on the offense. kind of like what they did in 2020 when they went out and got Diggs, right? And look at that team in 2020 when we finally built up the offense, right? Then we had Cole Beasley, Diggs, John Brown was still there, even though John Brown kind of had an off year a little bit, but we started to dial it in on offense there. We went a little bit offense, right? Dawson Knox, I believe, was there, right? And then they went away from it again. Now they went stack on defense. Like, you got to concentrate on offense. You have to. You got to shift back to offense. Build that offensive line. Get some more help for Josh Allen receiver-wise. And I would say free agency, because we're so limited in the cap space, you just get some very good role players on the defense, because you're not going to be able to afford solid players, guys. I hate to tell you that. I wouldn't mind bringing back Jordan Phillips. I mean, I would love it, actually. Shaq Lawson, I would love to bring back as well. I think those guys will come back at a reasonable team-friendly deal, those two guys. Obviously, you bring back Sam Martin, all right, because we only signed him 1 year. That's a guy that he probably will come back, right, on a team-friendly deal. And then I'm sure there's some cheaper free agents out there on the defense that you can gather up that are just good rotational guys. Even on offense, right? There's some receivers out there that may not expect a lot of money. Jarvis Landry, Marvin Jones Jr. There's some guys out there that could come here that are veteran receivers too, that can maybe help, some of these younger receivers. Cole Beasley, for instance, and slot. Isaiah McKenzie's not the answer. Isaiah McKenzie's not the slot guy. Crowder is gone. We only signed him 1 year. He's a free agent. I highly doubt we're going to bring him back. If they're smart, you get Cole Beasley, and Cole Beasley can be Khalil Shakir's mentor, because I think Khalil Shakir can really be a good slot receiver in this league. I like Khalil Shakir. By the way, that is a pick that Brandon Beane did, who I think has really good upside. Really good upside. So also Christian Benford, before the injury, was playing very well at corner. So watch for Kyer Elam and Christian Benford and Khalil Shakir to make a little bit of noise next year. Those three guys, I think those are hits, in my opinion. We'll see. We will see. I get it. I get listen, CR, totally with you. And I believe we'll find that. I do, but it starts in the trenches. You got to build that offensive line. You got to get protection. But you already know that Josh Allen and Diggs are a great connection, right? Stephon Diggs had 3 straight 1,000-yard seasons with the Buffalo Bills. He had a really solid season. I think he had 1,400 yards receiving. So there's no problem there. Gabe Davis had almost 1,000 yards, right? But Gabe Davis may be that number 3. I think the Bills need to go, in my opinion, in the draft, they need to get big. They need to get a big receiver. All right. I'm not talking a giant or anything, but you need like a 6'3", 6'4" receiver. I would like to see a physical type of receiver on this team, right? Like almost like a DK Metcalf. And I know there's not a lot of DK Metcalfs out there, because DK Metcalf is a freak, right? He's super fast. He's big, right? Physical, right? But there's guys that you could find in the draft that have an upside, and Brandon Beane loves those kind of players. So why not try to find a receiver maybe in a second, third round that is a physical type receiver that we can use, especially in the red zone, guys. Like in the red zone, we're terrible in the red zone when it comes to receivers. Like our receivers in the red zone get no touchdowns, none. And for some reason, we don't use our tight ends a lot. We don't use Knox in the red zone a lot. We don't. I don't know why. We just don't. So yeah, there's a lot to, but I do believe we have an identity. I do. It's just, we need to fill in. We need to correct that offensive line. Running back, listen, Devin Singletary, I liked. It just, I feel bad for him. He didn't get a lot of touches. He was behind a bad offensive line. He's a free agent. He's not re-signing with Buffalo. I would highly, I just don't think it's gonna, highly unlikely that he's coming back to Buffalo. So you got James Cook, which is cool, and I like James Cook, but I don't know if he's a 3-down back, in my opinion. Not just yet. He needs to really bulk up in the offseason, in my opinion. Get a little bit more, especially waist down. He has to get his, he's kind of thin, down there. I think he needs to bulk up a little bit. But I would like to see the Bills get a running back, either free agency or draft. I would like a bruiser. I would like a little bit of a bigger type back. I always say, like, if you go back to the what year was that? God, I don't remember. 2015? LaShawn McCoy, Shady McCoy, and we had Carlos Williams. That was listen, if Carlos Williams, didn't have that bad offseason, you know what I mean? He would have been a really good player for Buffalo moving forward. He had a really good rookie season. He was a very good second, running back. I like those type of running backs, a bruiser, right? And we don't have that, right? And that sucks because on these short yards plays, we always go to Allen, right? Everybody, the defense always knows Allen's going to take the ball. But if you get a bruiser, right? I'm talking a bigger type of running back, a downhill runner. That can eliminate a lot of these runs that we're doing with Allen. That's just not good on his body in general either, right? I mean, going in the trenches and just getting used, like abused in there. So go and find yourself a running back in the fourth round. That's a bigger type back that can help out. James Cook, right? And maybe James Cook, gets a little bigger, bulks up a little bit, busts his ass in the offseason. Maybe he does become a three down back. I don't know, but we can't keep going small and running back, guys. Not working. You have to have another guy back there that's a bruiser. We don't have that. We haven't had that forever. Honestly, I don't remember the last time we had a bruiser running back. So I would definitely like that. But yeah, anyways, guys, I know this. I put Chiefs Eagles post game, and I have not yet talked about this game, but I talked about them. Listen, that was a great Super Bowl. It's exactly what I predicted, 38-35. I predicted that all week. I did a pregame, and I was dead on. I can't believe it. And I had a feeling the Chiefs were going to win. I just did. I thought that, like I said before, they had the advantage with coaching and quarterback, and yeah, and that did it right there. And Andy Reid is a really good coach, Hall of Fame coach, and Patrick Mahomes is probably going to be a Hall of Fame quarterback. So, anyways, guys, I appreciate you guys jumping on. Congratulations once again to the Kansas City Chiefs for winning yet another Super Bowl. That's 2 for Patrick Mahomes, 2 for Andy Reid. And yeah, man, congratulations, man. You guys know how to get the job done. And, I'm hoping my team and my coaching staff and my GM is taking notes, because that's how you win a Super Bowl. That's how you get the job done. And congratulations to the Kansas City Chiefs. I got nothing but respect for what you did. And I'm out of here. Go Bills. I love you guys. Thank you for popping on. And Bills Mafia, love you. I'm out. Peace.